Today is Tuesday, May 5th, and we are going to focus on how to measure length in the U.S. Customary system. As always, the first thing I want you to do is to click the link to the left and watch the video on inches and feet. Remember to log in. The username is neighborhood and the password is learn. Once you are done with that, click on the add response to respond to the activity. I'm going to model a couple problems for you and then save those for you to use as a template when you're working on your own. Now, with the metric system, we learned that the digits and the numbers stay the same. And really, we're shifting the decimal. So if we shift it to make it larger, then we have to put zeros on that number to make it 10 times, 100 times, 1,000 times larger. Or we have to shift that decimal into the number. The U.S. customary system is a little bit more tricky because there are conversions and there's no real pattern to the conversions. So if you look at our conversion chart, there's 12 inches in 1 foot, and there's 3 feet in 1 yard. There's 5,280 feet in 1 mile. So there's not really a pattern with the numbers that you use. And you also just have to memorize a lot of times those conversions so you can use them in life. Now in 5th grade, we will provide all of the conversions for you. So let's look over here. It says convert each measurement to feet. And then you have 2 problems that you convert to feet. But pay attention because then it says convert measurement to yards. So then you have some measurement that you're going to convert to yards. So it changes with every 2 problems. So let's go ahead and do this problem here. The thing I always like to do is I like to start off with what I know about that measurement. So when I see inches and feet, what do I know in my head? Well, I know that 12 inches equals 1 foot. And you might say, well, I don't know that. Well, the chart tells you that, so you can use the chart to kind of help you out. So if 12 inches equals 1 foot, let's start there. That is our conversion. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate that because I am also doing inches and feet, but the problem says that I don't have 12 inches, I have 36 inches. So then I think, well, if 12 inches equals 1 foot, I think, well, how many times would I need to have 12 to get 36? And so what I would need, let me do like this. So to get from 12 to 36, I would need to times this side, my little pin here, I would need to times it by 3. Now remember here in the middle, this equal sign means that whatever is on this side is equal to whatever is on this side. Well, if I triple this side or make this side 3 times larger, then guess what I have to do on the other side? You got it. I have got to times it by 3 also. So then I have 1 foot times 3 over here. So 36 inches is equal to 3. And then this, once it goes plural, it goes away from foot and it goes to feet. So I'm going to write that in, 3 feet. So really that's what I would do. Oh, the style's at the top. Boop. I like to take the outside away, make it a little bit smaller. And so I'm going to change all of these into feet. Okay. So that's page 1. Then on page 2, we also have some conversion link. So here we've got yards to feet. Okay, so if I've got, let's see. Sorry, I was making sure the pages weren't the same. So I'm going to always start off with my measurement that I know for sure. And I like to line it up the correct way. So if you notice in our conversion chart, it says 3 feet equal 1 yard. Okay. Now up here, I am going from yards to feet. So then if I try to go, oh, well, I have 6 yards, how many feet does that equal? Make that a little bit bigger. Do you notice how my units aren't lining up? Okay. So do not do this. All you got to do is just flip them. So I'm going to go up here to the top, and I'm going to do my yard first because that is what's first in my conversion. 1 yard equals 3 feet. Okay. Then I'm always going to be like, okay, well, if 1 yard equals 3 feet, always start with the side where you have both of the numbers. So again, it's like, well, what would I do to 1 to get to 6? So I would go 1 to 6. What would I have to times 1 by to get 6? I'd have to times it by 6. So then on this side, I'm going to have to take 3 and times it by 6. And then 6 times 3 is 18. So then I'm going to go over here, write 18 feet, and then move that here. So like I said, these two will be saved for you, and how I solve them will be saved for you. Remember, always start with what you know or what the chart tells you. Then think, how many times would I have to have that to get that number? Good luck today on math. Send us any questions that you have. And remember, if you have questions, start off with, how did you get from the 3 to 18? Or I'm confused on this problem, and send us that problem. And then that way we can give you more specific feedback on exactly what's confusing you. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday.